This is love, not that we loved God, but that He loved us and sent His Son as an atoning sacrifice for our sins. Dear friends, since God so loved us, we also ought to love one another. No one has ever seen God, but if we love one another, God lives in us and His love is made complete in us. That passage is saying something quietly radical about love, where it starts, what it looks like, and how it becomes visible. At its core, it flips the usual idea of love and faith upside down. Love doesn't begin with human effort, devotion, or moral achievement. It begins with God's initiative. The line, "Not that we loved God, but that He loved us," means divine love is not a response to our goodness. It exists before we reach, before we understand, even before we fail. It's unearned. The phrase atoning sacrifice for our sins speaks to restoration. It means love didn't stay abstract or sentimental. It took action, cost something, and dealt honestly with what separates people from God and from each other. Love, in this view, absorbs brokenness rather than avoiding it. Then the passage turns the mirror toward us. If that's the nature of the love we've received, undeserved, initiating, sacrificial, then love between people is no longer optional or shallow. We also ought to love one another isn't about obligation alone. It's about imitation. We love because we've been loved first, and in that same way. The final idea is especially powerful. No one has ever seen God. God is invisible, unknowable by sight, but love makes God visible. When people genuinely love one another, something unseen takes shape in the world. God lives in us, not as a concept, but as a lived reality. Love becomes the evidence. When it says God's love is made complete in us, it doesn't mean God's love was lacking. It means it reaches its intended destination. Love that starts with God finds its fulfillment when it flows through people. In short, love begins with God, proves itself through sacrifice, and becomes real when it moves through human relationships. Without love, faith stays theoretical. With love, the invisible becomes visible,